Welcome to the Wing. This base is a beast that focuses on both online and offline defense, with many features fitting today's meta. Not only does it have 3 walls to the spacious core bunker, it also has 3 unsplashable bunkers within the compound, safe from MLRS. It also has great retake opportunities with many flank bedrooms within the Honeycomb, pairing these respawn points with a unique inner shooting floor that can enable you to defend the base from one area. It also hosts some Patrico Peak flank bedrooms which connect directly to the shooting floor, space for a mini farm, as well as ramp peaks that cover outside the compound walls. Complete all these great features with a cozy yet spacious inside, the Wing might be the base for you. I would like to quickly thank everyone for the amazing support recently. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Feel free to join the Discord community, link down in the description. We start off the tour, as always, with a standard disconnectable TC. It can be disconnected and reconnected, as shown. There are 3 externals on this base. There is space here for an extra respawn point, and here is the upkeep of each external. We enter the base through the simple gatehouse area. There are windows on each side to check your surroundings, as well as a drop box. Now we enter one of our Patrico Peak flank bedrooms. These peaks allow you to peek outside the compound in case of a breach behind your funnel wall, as well as some pixel gap peaks that might surprise raiders. This base is symmetrical by 3, and this is repeated on all 3 sides. This garage door is a way up to our shooting floor. On each side we have a flanking opportunity to retake our shooting floor from these outside bedrooms. Using this large furnace we increase the raid cost through walls. Here we have space for some farm areas, as well as this nice peak that we can get multiple angles using the ramp behind us. This is a great head glitch in case of a compound breach. On each of the 3 sides we have this single door entering into one of our batteries. Each battery will power 3 turrets within the base. This area comes with a unique ramp peak that we can check outside our compound from, enabling us to surprise door campers or raiders. Once again, this is repeated with the Patrico Peak bedroom. Now we enter the real entrance, which enters into our 2nd floor. We enter the base through a simple single door airlock, met by space with some lockers. The 2nd floor can be used for many deployables such as your research table, workbench and secondary loot rooms. Down here is our bunkered core. We can enter and exit it using this floor grill. I would like to thank one of my viewers for bringing that to my attention. It does make stair bunkers much better. Down here in our core we have space for multiple loot rooms as well as our main TC. Here is the upkeep of the main TC. By upgrading the whole main TC to metal, you can increase the time that you can achieve on this main TC. We simply seal this bunker area by placing this twig floor and then placing a stair through this wall. By destroying this twig floor, we can remove the stair bunker. The build server was lagging, so this will work instantly. We enter the 3rd floor through this simple jump up. Here we have space for many deployables such as your furnaces. These can be replaced with electric furnaces if you would like. Now we enter one of our levels of our shooting floor. As previously mentioned, this chute here connects to our external bedrooms. From here you can actually check from above as a peek down into the bedroom area. You can enter the bedroom area through this way as well as exit your base, or enter the shooting floor in reverse in case of a flanking opportunity. There is also space for 3 turrets that cover this area. Here we have one of our unique stair peaks. This gives us some decent angles using this low wall above us as well as this half wall here. These can be used to fight raid bases, as you can vary the angles you can achieve. It can also be used as a heli peak. Once again we also have these horizontal embrasure peaks that look down into the compound in case of a breach. Dropping down you can also achieve some angles as well. Here there is space for one of your 3 respawn points within the Honeycomb. There is space here for 2 lockers as well as some boxes. This shooting floor, as previously mentioned, is symmetrical by 3 and you will find space for some mixing tables as well as more turrets. Now we enter the 4th floor, which is the second part of the shooting floor. From these double doors you can achieve some very safe peeks, safe from raid bases, and actually achieve many angles into the compound. This central 6 triangle circle area can be used to defend your base almost entirely from, as you can pair these door peaks with these ramp peaks that allow you to get some decent head glitches across the compound as well as in front of you. This area would be great to take heli as well as defending raids from. These ramp peaks also allow you to peek onto the roof above. We enter our roof through this simple ladder hatch. From here we can use these low walls in reverse to get effectively a tiny mountain roof. These double chain link can actually be used against raid bases directly in front of you. Shooting through double chain link you will not take damage, however by peeking through this gap in the doorway you will be able to cause damage to raiders. You can also get some decent head glitch peeks here. This area is covered by 3 turrets behind chain link. These turrets actually cover the side of the base as well as our side roof bunkers. On each of the 3 sides we have these roof bunkers that can be opened with this twig. Here there is space for 4 large boxes. Before we get into the build, a word from our sponsor. Are you looking for a server to test my base designs on? I would like to introduce Corrosion.gg, a brand new Rust server network with multiple servers focused on quality vanilla and 2x gameplay. They have a range of great features to improve player experience, including map voting systems and dedicated anti-cheat. Corrosion have a variety of group limits with their servers, hosting both trio and main servers, which wipe on Mondays and Thursdays. If you like what you see and would like to try out these servers, head down to the description below to find Corrosion's Discord server and website where you can find the map voting and server info. To start off the build, you want to place this square and triangle for your starter core. You want to place the doorway on the left hand side, make sure to use double door frames. If you have the necessary resources, you can expand your starter straight away. You want to also place a half-height shelf for increased storage capacity within your TC room. Once you have the resources, you can expand by placing these triangles as so, including the squares every 2. Then place a double doorway as your entrance for now. You can then wall in the rest, flooring in the top as well. For the sake of the build video, I will just add garage doors straight away. On the square opposite your entrance, you want to add a ramp loot room. This will effectively honeycomb the roof, which is actually our entrance later in the build. This is what the starter core should look like. Place this wall and frame here, making sure to add a half-height frame as you'll jump up inside. If you do not have a floor grill at this point, you can just place a furnace here and do this later. Now you can complete your jump up by placing walls on either side, but make sure not to floor in the top as this is your entrance to your 3rd floor later. To enter the base, add 1 layer of honeycomb onto this square here, then place 2 triangles, making sure to add a jump up, this will be permanent. Now on each side, honeycomb like so. Now you can expand the 2nd floor for some increased storage. Add a jump up to your third floor by completing it like so. You can wall in the top. You can now add an airlock onto the entrance. The triangle floor on top can actually be replaced with a ladder hatch if you want one more entrance into your shooting floor. However, for simplicity, I would actually recommend flooring in the top. I would recommend on the third floor completing this circle area for added deployable space. On each side you can start your bedroom area by adding a frame and 2 walls on either side, but make sure that you leave the gap in the middle. This will allow you to place your lockers and windows later. This is what the base should look like. I would like to note that I'm turning on 3-sided symmetry, so you must repeat this on all 3 sides. On the side of the garage door, place these 3 triangles and then place the remaining foundations. On the side without the garage door, place 1 layer of honeycomb, then a single door on the right hand side and a double door on the left. However, the floor on top must be replaced with a frame. I do make a mistake here and correct it now. This triangle must be a frame for your jump up. As previously mentioned, you can add this to your entrance, it is up to you. If you do want to do this for your entrance, you must make sure to place a double door frame on the left hand side of the airlock. For the sake of the build video, I will just keep it sealed in. On each of the 3 sides below the airlocks, you must place these foundations, build out by 4 squares, cap off with a triangle, then build back by 2 half moons and cap it off again. Then build back by 3 squares and cap off with a triangle. Complete your wall stacking for your bunker by building back by 2 half moons and then placing these 2 foundations like so. Delete one of the half moons and then you can build out by 4 squares, placing the final 3 triangles for your TC. You can delete all 4 squares and then you can place this triangle to complete your airlock and bedroom area. This is what it should look like. We will try to complete the bedroom area as early on into the wipe as possible so we can create our compound. Complete the gatehouse like so. On the left hand side you want to fully wall in these 2 sides. However, it is vital that you do not place a frame here, otherwise your bunker will not work. On the remaining 2 sides place 2 half walls to create our picture peaks. You can then delete the lower half wall and then replace with the low wall. These 3 triangles can actually be upgraded to high quality metal to prevent soft sliding into our bunkers. On the left hand side, wall it in. On the right hand side, we'll complete our other jump ups. I would recommend sealing this area in by adding a half height floor and even adding your turret early on into the wipe if you do want to. Now we will complete our TC area, as this is all decaying. I would recommend doing this earlier on before you complete the bedroom area. I will show you how to connect this external TC to your bedroom area. Make sure to add 2 half-height floors here for your disconnectable to work. Connect with 4 frames and then upgrade them to metal. Now none of your base is decaying. On the side with the garage doors, you must complete it by placing these 2 squares and then these 4 triangles. The outside triangle should be upgraded to metal, as well as these low walls and half walls. Place a door on the right hand side, and then you can wall in the left hand side for your battery area. You should floor in the top and upgrade these to metal. This will prevent soft siding, as well as people looking into your battery area. Place half walls and frames like so to complete your turret pod area. Then place a half height wall as well as a frame on top. This will create your shop front peak. You can add a honeycomb layer just below this garage door, then add a half height floor, adding a window frame on top. You should upgrade all of this to metal and add the jump up like so. Now here you want to place 1 floor and then a low wall on top. To complete the peaks, you want to place this frame and then a floor on the right hand side, and then of course repeat this on the other side too. Then add low walls for raid base protection. You can then put windows in the remaining spots of the shooting floor. Complete by adding honeycomb to our core by adding these ramps like so. I would recommend upgrading these to metal. Now we can complete the compound. I would recommend placing the walls either side of the gatehouse first like so. This will create the perfect positioning. Then when you have the large furnaces, you can add them here, making sure to raise them high. Of course, you should have added doors to this area here. Now we will do our side roof bunkers. Place these 4 walls like so. Then on the inside, add these frames here, but make sure the conditioner is showing by rotating the frame. Floor in the top and upgrade them to metal. As we can see, we cannot upgrade this if the frame is here, so you must not place a frame there. Then you can place a wall here, like so. Then on top we want to add this triangle roof, like so. Make sure it snaps to the outside TC. There should be a tiny gap here, like so. By placing a twig frame here, it should open the bunker. To place our shelves inside our bunker, we can do this on the outside of the bunker. This will prevent the triangle splashbow. Now add barricades to each side. Now we will complete the shooting floor. On the side with the low wall, you want to place a square frame, then place floors elsewhere. To create our ramp peaks, place 3 half walls and then window frames on top. You will need to upgrade this ramp to Brutalist to create the better peak. Then seal in the top, but make sure that you add a frame for a ladder hatch later. windows and low walls to complete the peaks. To create our mountain roof turrets, place a frame and then 2 half walls like so. You should upgrade these half walls and triangles to metal in case of MLRS. I would recommend adding SAM sights on top of the external bunkers to protect from MLRS strikes. Complete the interior by placing these double doors and garage doors. Then place the embrasures like so. I would recommend upgrading the frames either side of the low wall peak to metal. Now we can complete our bedroom area. You can complete this earlier on to the build if you would like. Now we will run through some deployables, starting off with the turret placement. Make sure you add a half height floor here for your jump up. Make sure you place the turrets as far back as possible within these turret pods. As previously mentioned, one of these triangles should be a ladder hatch to access your roof. Now for some recommended upgrades. You can access these walls from your jump ups. Make sure to upgrade all the square floors. I would recommend upgrading these floors to high quality metal as it is so cheap to upgrade triangle floors. Make sure that you place turrets within your mountain roof too. These should be placed as far forward as possible. This is how you seal your bunker. Place a twig floor here, then place a spiral staircase through the wall. Then upgrade it to high quality metal. If you have spare materials, you can upgrade this wall to high quality metal. Thank you for watching.